Hello. This microphone is not currently on, but I'm literally just filming this on photo booth. Like, I do not give a fuck. It's just what's gonna make it easier for me. But welcome, and I'm just holding this just honestly straight for vibes, honestly. Wait, let me just hold it actually. So, and pardon my lashes looking like kind of crazy. I'm trying out something new because it's like a little bit more fresh. And we are back in my bedroom, which I find to be one of the more intimate spaces, right? Where, like, that is where you really get to be yourself. Take that for what you will. But hello, my name is MinJi Joo. I am your humble host with another little tiny microphone that I bought off of Amazon. Shout out Jeff Bezos. Not shout out Jeff Bezos for ethical reasons, but I wanted to film this episode 2, kind of just being able to properly introduce myself. Why is this making another podcast? Does another bitch need to have a podcast microphone? No, but I think there is a deeper reason to why I've created Wide Open, and the title of this episode is Who the Fuck is at MinJi Joo, which is my Instagram handle. And there is an actual reason why it's called MinJi Joo, and I just wanted to do a little backstory. But MinJi Joo came from when I was in middle school. I'm like also kind of like dissociating a little bit just because I came from like working out and being outside. It's been sweltering hot. Stay hydrated, folks. Have your electrolytes. I've been working on that. Definitely been prioritizing drinking water just because I do find myself being quite dizzy and just like losing appetite in general, and I've been cutting recently. So, where was I? And also the AC is on, so I'm like, let me actually lower it a little bit. I have like a little standing fan here. Here's the little remote. Going down. Okay, amazing. Okay. So the story behind MinJi Joo is back in middle school. In one of our classes, I want to say it was an English class, we did a little field trip to the school library, and it was just kind of deal where we were just sitting around doing jack shit and just like talking with friends and whatever. But we had a substitute teacher, and he was a very southern white man, and he was going through the school roster, not that kind of roster. Having a roster is not a flex, y'all. And sorry if I break out in accents. Everybody breaks out in accents. But he was going through the roster, and he was saying like Jerry Joseph, blah blah blah. Shout out Jerry if you ever listen to this. What a king. And he said blah 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 MinJi Joo. And I was like, who the fuck? I honestly wasn't paying attention. And then I was like, MinJi Joo? Well, who is MinJi Joo? MinJi Joo? MinJi me? And so that was just a funny memory, and that is the reason why. Just because I have an Asian name, and my mom refused to give me an English name. I wanted my English name to be like Danny or Monica, something like androgynous and sexy and controversial, but I love my name. MinJi Joo, so like your surname will go before your first name, right, in Asian names. And so Joo, MinJi literally means like hard as a rock, solid as a rock. So basically, like, I'm very wise and reliable and just grounded, which I strive to be. I am a water sign, so we are up there in the 5D, very dreamy, very creative, very emotionally leading. So I would, maybe that is my lesson, that I become more like an earth sign. Balance, you know? So, why am I mock holding up a microphone and talking to you today, and why do I have this podcast? And I mentioned this a little bit in the previous episode, and also this episode is going to be shorter. Maybe I'll start doing something called like Mini Mondays or Mondays with MinJi or something like that. But I'm like looking at my notes here on the side. Wait, my nails. These are the nails. We went for Cyber Sigil. Shout out Jesus. I kind of wanted the cross. These are press-ons, by the way. I've been a press-on girly. I did my toes today, actually, to place Russian Petty. It's changed my life. But I wish the cross was on the middle finger, but then, like, I want it, like, the other way and not like this, because then I'd be flicking you off with the upside-down cross, and that is not cool. Ice Spice was doing that shit at the Super Bowl, and I was really fucking freaked out. And for those who think that's an overreaction, fine God. Anyway, let's see. Wide open. I think it just comes down to I'm just so done with horseshit, bullshit in my own life, and in just way that I see it so prevalently in the world and how people carry themselves, and they just lie until they die. And it's just so deeply saddening to me that people are afraid to live their truth, or they're just so lost in their own lie and other people's lies that they don't know who the fuck they are, and that leads to depression, that leads to mental illness, that leads to just people going down that rabbit hole of evil. And it makes me so sad because I've been down there. I've been down to the depths of my own personal hell, heaven, or like hell on earth. But you can also make it your heaven on earth by finding yourself and whatever you fucking believe in. I'm personally Christian. Hold on. There's Jesus. I personally believe in the Christian faith. I am not going to get into that. Whatever. I come from a Korean family, Presbyterian. My dad's side's Buddhist. My dad's a hardcore atheist. Like, we have a pretty diverse range of beliefs, and this is what I've chosen for myself because I find it to be so soulfully true that I just know. Like, there's just a knowing, there is a belief, and it just even talking about it, like, I'm just so, I live with that Godfidence. I literally live so confidently, have restored my faith, have, not to sound like, I've restored my faith, I'm a woman of God, but it's true. Like, I live with so much confidence and audacity because I'm fucking a child of God, and whatever, you will take that for you will. If you don't want to listen to me anymore, whatever, because I made this podcast for myself and for my besties, and if this impacts positively to anyone else that comes across this, then amazing. If it doesn't and it triggers you, then don't fucking listen. But I hope you stay around and listen, because this is the whole thing about this concept, is that you stay wide open. People are they just live in an echo chamber. Social media, that's how algorithm works. I work in advertising, I know how that shit works. You are going to be fed the content that you want to see and content that you are recommended to see or that we think you'll like to see. So it's constantly just a loop. And that just calls for repetitive behavior and not to make a different decision. Like in acting class, make a different decision. But people are just constantly yes-anding and forgetting to understand that there has to be range. There has to be an open mind. There has to be a sense of openness. And I feel like the world has gotten so progressive that, oh yeah, we think we're open. So not the truth. It's really not the truth. And I never want people to feel like fear or not lose themselves so much that they fall into depression. I'm kind of skipping over here from my notes, but essentially back in college, I've always been very depressed as a child, and leading up to like college, where I've had, trigger warning, suicidal thoughts, and I really felt very worthless in this world. I did not know what I wanted to do, and I've never attempted, but I've definitely in very detail figured out this is how I'm gonna do it. And there's variations. I got creative, but the thing about depression and that vortex of lies and darkness is that it's so seductive. It's so easy to slip back into it. It creeps in, it creeps out. You don't even realize you're in it until you feel fucking miserable or feel fucking nothing at all. And that is surprising to a lot of people that meet me, because I'm literally wearing a fucking cheetah fucking lacy fucking thing, and I got lashes, and my fucking dresser is bright green. But even with Robin Williams and such the brightest lights in the world, the thing about that is that they shine so bright, they burn down so fast. And so we just have to really make sure. That's why routine is so important. Maintenance, just the constant plugging in every way to make sure we are stable. And I just really want to encourage people in general with wide open to keep that openness, not to be so rigid, to find that balance and to be able to just at the end of the day be truthful. And that is what I'm getting at here with this entire concept. And I've always wanted to do YouTube as a kid. I think that was like back in high school when everyone wanted to do YouTube, I never pulled the trigger. And so I feel like podcasts is now kind of like the new age of YouTube. And I love long format media. I love very candid media. It might seem come across as lazy, but very underproduced things is what I'm really appreciative of, because it actually feels real. Like, we're like, oh my god, this girl's so authentic, this blah blah blah. It's like, okay, this is the real shit. Like, this is the real shit that, like, when I'm FaceTiming my sister, she, like, actually sees me like this. Like, not, like, I mean, I have, like, a little bit of makeup on, whatever, but it's just, like, this is pretty fucking as informal as it fucking gets. So I just want to make it feel like you're just talking to somebody you know, that I'm just here for you, and like I really don't mind being the butt of any joke. Like, I honestly lean into looking stupid and to make people laugh and stumble over my words and be the butt of the joke, and my evil plan is to make you laugh and, you know, just have a moment of ease. And, you know, life is stupid, life is horrible, life is great, and then you have to wait in line at the DMV for 5 hours. Like, things are very silly. God is very, or the universe, the universe is very humorous, and I want to inject humor, light, happiness as much as I can. I can't guarantee that it's always like that in my life, but I try my fucking darnest hardest to be a light and be a positive person in this world, because I definitely used to be the fucking opposite, and I refuse to live like that anymore. I never want to feel depressed ever again. And there was a time where I would slip myself back in, knowing that if I don't brush my teeth tonight, like, whatever. But it's like, I am on it. Like, it'll take me one thing, like 2 days without my medication. To preface also, I am diagnosed bipolar type 2, so the little bit of a tamer one, and anxiety disorder, whatever. If you ever go to the fucking psychiatrist, everyone's bound to have something. Like, living in the modern world is literally impossible. So I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm bipolar, blah blah blah. Like, it's not my fucking personality. It's like, it's fucking actually excruciating to live with. And thank God I found a good medication management plan that has worked for me. It took like 3-4 years of trial and error, and it was horrible. But I'm so happy to be sitting here today, waking up and going to sleep regularly like a human, because there would be weeks where I wouldn't go to sleep and I would just be delirious and just not wanting to live. So I just want to spread kindness, spread truth, spread too much information about myself, and I don't mind, because I'd rather be kind of this like gesture in life and maybe say too much about myself, but it's because I don't think I have, well, maybe I have something to hide, I don't know, but I'm a pretty open book. So take what you will, if you believe me or not, whatever, that is up to you. But I really do believe that above all else, being truthful to yourself is I don't care if you bullshit everybody else. If you bullshit yourself, in turn, you're gonna bullshit everyone else and bullshit yourself till the grave. So there was something written on, I went to UT. Wait, there's my fucking degree, motherfuckers. Still paying off that student debt. But I don't have school pride, but it's like nice because people are like, welcome horns, y'all. But I do got that Texas pride. I love me being a Texas girl. I feel like being a Southern belle is the best thing ever. And there was on the tower in college, and college was the worst time for me. And thank God I had my partner at the time, because I don't know how I'd be alive without that man. I'll shout you out. Shout out fucking Quattro. He's in fucking doing badass shit in Pensacola, Florida, doing Navy shit, doing jet pilot shit, looking good at the gym, you know, like getting his fitness together, you finding himself. I'm so proud of you. Like, you will always have a special place in my heart and so inspiring. So it really makes me want to reach for the stars because that man's plan is to go to fucking NASA, die on Mars, whatever. I hope that doesn't happen. Hope you come back in one piece, live an amazing life, and then maybe pass away peacefully. Alright, that was a little bit too much. But on the tower, it said, "The truth shall set you free." Facts. Like, literally facts. Is that in the Bible? I think that is in the Bible. It's true. I really am a firm believer that ignorance is not bliss. It's actually blindness and what is going to take you down that path of darkness. And when I mean darkness, oh, MinJi darkness, like, no, like, you're going to live blindly. Like, you won't know yourself. You'll find yourself confused at like 3:23 a.m. Like, just feeling numb. Like, I remember in middle school, I was just getting so existential because I didn't realize, like, oh my god, we die one day. And I would just, like, literally look at the corner of my room, like, at the crowning on the ceiling, and just, like, go blank and just uncontrollably cry because I'm just like, I don't know what my purpose is. But I fucking know what my purpose is. And it's really simple. It's gonna sound so basic. You're like, MinJi, what the fuck? That sounds so general. But it's like, I really just want to leave a simple legacy, and it's to be kind. It's to be kind, have my babies, get married, like, live a beautiful life, see beautiful things, enjoy the earth that God intended us to experience, and the world, and love, and be so vulnerable. I feel like vulnerability is, like, my greatest strength. I feel like it's just, like, people hold cards so close to their chest nowadays. It makes me ick. It's like, life is a game. Life is boop, 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 boop. This variable, that variable, and then you want to be a black cat. It's like, I'm a fucking golden retriever. I'm a golden retriever till I die. I will live wearing my heart on my sleeve till I die. I do not care. I don't care to be mysterious. Like, I just care that I'm living my fucking truth. And if your truth is being mysterious, then fucking be mysterious as fuck. And be a wallflower. Be sipping on some fucking sophisticated ass shit in the corner of the club and make out with someone and have a chocolatey coffee skinny cigarette. But for me, I'm just gonna have my tequila and pass the fuck out. I don't do that anymore. I did that in college. I don't really try not to drink right now. Okay, I'm saying, like, way too much. But just be truthful. I just want to be here being ridiculous so that it inspires you to just be more honest in your day-to-day life. And that is all I could fucking ask for. So that's a little bit of intro on me. And this will also kind of double up as the trailer for the show. Hey, manifest. For the podcast. But that's all I wanted to say. I honestly kind of wanted to go through my life story, but I feel like I honestly really want to fucking take a nap because I already did a lot today. Let me take a water break. But honestly, that's it. Maybe I'll do a part 2. We'll see. But I feel like ending it here now. So, I love you guys. I'm not afraid to say I love you. I love you. I love you so much, whoever's listening to this. And I really appreciate that you're listening to this and that maybe I made you smile. And that, oh, I'm gonna cry. That really touches me in so deeply that I can be any sort of positive influence. And maybe I've been a negative. I'm not a perfect person. I've definitely been toxic to other people. I've been, nemesis to people. And that's the nature of, like, human life, is that you never know what's going to trigger us, what's going to challenge us, but those challenges are good because it fucking finds out who we are, like, on a deep, soulful level, and that's the whole fucking part of why we were gifted this human experience. So it's a simple, short, crazy trip, and then we get to go back home to G, and that's what I believe, at least. And yeah, it's a blessing. Either you can make your life hell, or you can make it life heaven. And my goal is to make it heaven for me, and potentially for other people. Even if we're small, if I was just a contributor to, like, 0.000000123, that's everything to me. So that's it. Maybe I'll drop this early. We'll see. Sunday. All right. Bye. I hope you are happy, well fed, hydrated, staying sexy, maybe a little tan, but and also reach out. Don't be a stranger. Okay. Bye. Love you.